games of the season, not to mention the final game of Texas high school football, the 6A Division I state championship between Austin Westlake and Southlake Carroll. We're going to have the national anthem right quick. Then we have the national anthem ready to kick this game off, Ryan. We've been talking about this game on for championship weekend for a long time because there's some historical significance here. You have two head coaches that are father and son, and they're about to face each other for a state championship.
What a way to meet in the season.
This game is fitting it be the final game of this season for the state of Texas. And we are glad you're here to join us and listen to the game with us here on Real Sports Live.
Well, the whole state will be watching.
Please share, please click. And this is the game. This one, I don't think it's ever happened before where the father and son have faced each other in the state title game.
Not in the 100 years
I
of
know
Texas
it has happened
football
I know it has happened regular season.
Oh, sure.
But I have never heard of it in the state championship, and we were trying to look it up a couple of times, but I don't think we ever found it.
Well, the head coach for Southlake Carroll, Riley Dodge, played for his dad at Southlake Carroll. His dad is now coach of Austin Westlake, Todd Dodge.
Right. And these are two powerhouse teams, both of them no stranger to the UIL state championships. These guys
second home here.
Have been here. Austin Westlake with an impressive, appearance record at the state championship, as is the Southlake Carroll. It's unprecedented. We've seen a lot of close games this year between 1A through 4A. Here this championship weekend, we've had 3 games here, and they've pretty much been lopsided. But
Southlake Carroll has.
The significance of this one, I don't think it really matters. Do you think, Ryan? I mean, but with a father and son, I mean, this is something they're obviously not going to take home.
Well, this is something to talk about around the Thanksgiving table.
Right? Is this a grudge match?
In November.
As the school songs are being played here, the Austin Westlake, we were talking about this earlier as well. Austin Westlake, this is their 5th appearance in a row. They are going for their 2nd win in a row.
2nd consecutive, yes.
Yeah, they won last year. And here they are facing Southlake Carroll. The last time
they're going
Southlake,
for their 3rd championship.
Right.
Southlake, Austin Westlake, I'm sorry.
And Southlake Carroll, the last time they were at the state championship was 2011, when our home team was at the state championships, the Refugio Bobcats. But it's amazing to realize that one of these towns is up here, one is down near Austin, and it's a father and son facing each other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's going to be a good game.
So
got about 15,000 people here right now.
And the stadium is packed. I mean, there are people all the way at the very top.
COVID packed. We got to worry about COVID.
Well, they're spaced, and they just go all the way around the building. We've never seen that
yes,
at
absolutely.
a state championship game.
The top ring here in AT&T Stadium is COVID packed. And guys, if you have never been here at AT&T Stadium, you are missing out. This is a treat to be here. It's exciting.
Well, we're going to step away for just one, and we're going to hear a message from the UIL here in just a little bit. We're going to take a little break, show some of our supporters and advertisers. If you'd like to be an advertiser or donate to Real Sports Live so we can keep bringing you sports, we do cover basketball, baseball, other sports during the year. So please give us a call if you'd like to do that. And we will be right back from AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium, Real Sports Live, covering the 6A Division I state championship game. And Austin Westlake has made it to the field, and now Southlake Carroll Dragons are now making their way onto the field. The father, son coaches, head coaches here. The father coaches Austin Westlake Chaparrals, and the son coaches Southlake Carroll Dragons. The Dragons have had a 12-1 season. That's their record this year. Father, with the Austin Westlake Chaparrals, has a 13-0 record. And during the regular season, he only has 20 points scored against his team. This is going to be a battle.
So, well, Todd Dodge, the head coach of the Austin Westlake, has said that he hasn't showed his son everything. Right, okay. O'Reilly Dodge, the son, says he doesn't know everything. He doesn't know what I have. So we'll see.
Well, we're getting ready for the coin toss here in the middle of the field. So Austin Westlake has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. And the Carroll Dragons will receive the ball first here at AT&T Stadium. So the Dragons will get the ball first to open this 6A Division I state championship game, the final game of the season in the state of Texas for high school football. It has been a wonderful season.
Last game.
And especially with these kids having to go through so much with COVID and games being canceled, and of course 5A, 6A starting late. We're in mid-January of the next year, and we were talking about this in the previous game. We're going to be back at two-a-days in about 6.5 months.
So it's shortest off-season.
Imagine coaches are getting the strength training started right away. Well, and now we get ready for the kickoff here.
The referees have broken the huddle.
I'm going to refer to these teams as Westlake or Chaparrals or Carroll Dragons. It's a pretty mouthful saying Austin Westlake when a play is being made. try our hardest to get the names correct and pronounced correct. We're going to have a fun time, Ryan.
I hope so.
Glad everybody's here listening to us. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, please like, share, and comment in the section. Tell us where you're listening from, and we'll try to jump on and give you a shout out.
This place will be loud in just a moment.
As both teams, squads, getting their final instructions from the coaches. They will be taking the field shortly. Getting ready for that. As the Dragons here, getting ready to take the field to receive the kickoff. Coach Todd Dodge. Westlake sends his squad out, as does his son Riley Dodge, head coach of the Dragons. And here we go. Anticipation is this game is going to be big. And there it is loud in here, even with the amount of people circling in here and COVID restrictions. It is loud. This is Charlie Barnett for the Chaparrals. We'll kick this away, and here we go, folks. Ball is away, down deep, and this will go into the end zone, touchback. 1st and 10 Dragons at their own 25-yard line. And dodgeball has begun. Ryan, it's so electric in here. I mean, it's almost hard to breathe.
Feel the excitement here.
As we will see Quinn Ewers, I'm saying that right, comes out. Shotgun position. Looks, pitches this out to the right. And that is Owen Allen. And Owen Allen is forced out of bounds. But he picks up a yard, maybe 2. Looks like 2. This will be 2nd and 8 for the Dragons. Ball is resting on their own 27-yard line. Nice little pitch out there by Ewers. Ewers, 4 receiver set, 2 to each side, puts a man in motion, drops back to pass, looks to the right, pass is caught at about the 41-yard line, and that is Brady Boyd hauling that one in for a Dragon first down. So Carroll on the move here. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Ewers looking right back, has trips to the left, hands this off. That is Allen again. Nope, yeah, it is Allen running off to the left end, and he might have picked up about a half a yard, and no, they're going to say no gain. So Maine back in the 8-yard position on the 43-yard line. Ewers looking around. 8. Kendall throws to the right, wide open, caught at about the 37, 38-yard line. And that is Boyd catching that. Huge gain.
He was out there all alone.
Now at the Chaparral 41-yard line. 10:23 on the clock in this first opening quarter here. Ewers takes the snap, throws way to the right, in coverage, hands on, and that pass falls to the ground. That was R.J. Maryland. He was well covered there, but made a great effort to jump up for that ball high, and it was down near the 10. But he was well covered there by, I don't know which one it would be. Ford Dickerson, I guess. There's 2 18s on this roster. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left. Ewers will throw this to the right. This is caught about the 35-yard line. And that is Boyd again. And Boyd gets it about a yard from the first down marker, brings up 3rd and 1 for the Dragons here. Ball on the Chaparral 32. Ewers takes a snap, hands this off to the right tackle, Owen Allen. Picks up the first down and a couple more. Be 1st and 10 Dragons at the 27-yard line. Ewers, one back with him, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. And looks to the sideline for additional instruction. He is ready to go. Which is back to his right. Takes the snap, drops back, flags fly. He throws this off to the left. This is caught about the 11-yard line. And that is Landon Sampson way down by the 10, inside the 10. But there is a flag on the play back at the 30. That came from the line judge there. Might be an offsides call there. What do you think, Ryan? Offsides. So that was a free play. They will decline that, of course. And that will be a 1st and goal for the Dragons at the 8-yard line. Ewers brings in his back close to his left side. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Puts his back in motion, takes the snap, and he'll hand this off. Gets up to near the 6. Let's see who it is, and that is Allen.
Austin Westlake defense steps up here. They've only given up 72 points all year long.
And they are giving up quite a few yardage here.
They have one of the best defenses in the state.
As Allen barrels down to around the 6-yard line. He's 2nd and goal. Ewers has a receiver to either side. Allen sits behind him to the right. Ewers will hand this off. Flags fly again, but another free play. This is probably another offside. But Allen gets up to about the 4-yard line, maybe the 3. And that's exactly what this is probably going to be. It's probably going to be an offsides call. I don't know. We'll see. Officials are discussing it. Still discussing it. Off to the left. I mean, it was thrown right as the play started, right as the snap happened. Offsides on Westlake. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. And that has to come, looks like the... And this ball brings the ball up to the 3. So it'll be 2nd and goal on the 3 for the Dragons. Ewers looks to the sideline. 2 receivers set. Allen waits behind and to his right. Takes the snap, hands it to Allen. Allen comes off to the left and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Carroll Dragons. With 8:25 left in the first quarter, the Dragons strike first. The dive by Owen Allen from 3 yards out. And Joe McFadden comes out to kick the extra point for the Dragons here. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Dragons strike first. They now lead 7-0 over Westlake Chaparrals. Real Sports Live will be back from AT&T Stadium. Stay with us, folks.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back at AT&T. So the
10
younger
plays,
Dodge.
75 yards there, Billy.
I'm sorry?
10 plays, 75 yards.
And that is tough against a tough Westlake Chaparral defense,
Tell you what.
who has only allowed not very many this season. As the Dragons here will kick this off back deep down for Westlake will be Zane Miners down inside the 5. He is joined by, you can't see a number there. Kick is away. This will be field. This will go into the end zone. Touchback. Westlake will begin their first possession of the ball on their own 25-yard line. 8:25 left as the Southlake Carroll Dragons up 7-0 over the Austin Westlake Chaparrals in this 6A Division I state championship game. Father and son head coaches head-to-head here. We have Cade Klubnik. He will take the snap, hand this off to the right.
There he goes.
Gone! Way through down the sideline. And that is Zane Miners, and he will run this for a touchdown. I mean, he ran to the right, went past everybody untouched.
Well, that was one play, 75 yards.
One play, 75 yards for the Chaparrals, and they answer back very quickly. Zane Miners, when he got past that line of scrimmage, he turned on the jets and was gone. Mark Sayeg up for the extra point. It is away and good, and we are tied here in Arlington in the 6A Division I state championships, 7-7. Real Sports Live will be right back from AT&T.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Welcome back to AT&T Real Sports Live. We'd like to welcome our listeners from Princeton, West Virginia, Mercedes, Texas, and Raymondville, way down in the valley.
It's quite a haul there to West Virginia.
Princeton, West Virginia. We are so happy that you've joined us for this audio broadcast of the 6A Division I state championship.
I want to thank Joe Bowling for allowing us to come do this.
Right.
Joe Bowling's a top-notch guy. He should be here with us, but he's not.
The man was playing. Yeah, he wanted to be here. He was very jealous that we were coming, and he wasn't.
That's okay, Joe.
That Joe We got a lot to do, man. We still got lots of stuff, so we'll be doing it together. 7-7. Well, it is open just like we thought, neck and neck. It did not take the Chaparrals long to answer.
Oh, no. No, one play, 75 yards.
Now,
Zane
the
Minor.
first drive was 10 plays, right?
10 plays, 75 yards.
75 yards, and Westlake just did the same amount of yardage in one play.
Right.
Zane Minor taking a handoff off to the right and just blowing by everything. I think you could see the wind blow some of the caps off the refs as he went by. That boy's got some speed. Chaparral's getting ready to deliver this ball back to the Dragons. Here. See if I can get some numbers. It's way across the field there. Back deep for the Dragons is Cinque Williams and Landon Sampson back around the 5-yard line back there. Ready to receive.
I made sure and got my popcorn ready before this game.
Kickoff. Yeah, I think this is going to be a popcorn eater here. So we are inside of a mini break, and they are now coming out of it. As Charlie Barnett will kick this away for the Chaparrals. Deliver it down to Williams and Sampson. Here he comes, and away the kick goes deep. This will go way deep past the end zone. Heck of a kick. Got some leg, and it'll be 1st and 10. Dragons at their own 25. 8:13 left in this first quarter. Welcome everybody. Audio broadcast, Real Sports Live from AT&T. Hit that like, hit that share. Get your friends to come in and listen. Okay, here we go. Three receiver set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Snap is taken. Throws this off to the left. This is caught at about the 39-yard line. And out of bounds at that point is Landon Sampson. Beautiful pass by Ewers there to get it over to him. He was by himself until 2 defenders got it, or just there after he caught it. So that will be another Dragon first down. Ball at the 41. This will be a handoff off the left tackle that for Allen there. Maybe picked up 2. And yes, it's 2. So 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Looks like the Dragons kind of mix it up with a little bit of run, a little bit of pass, trying to keep that defense honest.
According to the stats, they're pretty balanced.
2, and then, whoa, handoff. That is Brady Boyd running off to the right, and he will pick up a huge chunk. 1 yard short of the first down. Brings up 3rd and 1 at the 50. Ewers, 3 receiver set, back with him. He will hand this off, and that was almost fumbled. That is Allen there, running off to the right.
Southlake Carroll averages 269 yards a game receiving 209 yards per game rushing. So they're pretty balanced.
All right, and he just picked up the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Dragons at the Chaparral 49-yard line. 6:43 and counting in this opening quarter here at AT&T in Arlington. Beautiful facility. Ewers takes the snap, looks for receiver, throws it straight downfield, caught at the 20-yard line, still on his feet, and he will go into the end zone. That is Boyd. Touchdown, Dragons. You got it? Wow. We knew it was going to be a barn burner.
It's going to be a good one.
As McFadden comes out here to tack on the extra point.
Looks like we got
That
motion.
is away. There is a flag. Let's see. So it is against the Dragons. I didn't hear the call. Couldn't understand him. Could you hear that?
I did not. I'm sorry.
No, they're going to
Motion,
move
it
this
was
ball
motion.
back 5 yards. I think it was a motion. So this extra point moves back 5 yards. There for McFadden. Snap is away, kick is up, and he sends it through. 14-7. The Carroll Dragons lead Westlake Chaparrals. 6:24 left in the first. Real Sports Live. We'll be back right here in just a moment. Stick with us, folks. This is going to be a good one.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, 14-7 is the lead by the Southlake Carroll Dragons over the Austin Westlake Chaparrals. So Sun is in the seat, and now Westlake only needed one play to answer back here. Let's see if they can repeat that. As McFadden set to send this down, and Zane Minor's down there waiting. We know how dangerous he kicks it away from him. This will be fielded at the 2-yard line. And that is fielded by Michael Taff, if I'm saying that right. And he will bring this ball out to about the 20. Looks like they're going to mark it at about the 24. This will be 1st and 10, Chaparrals from their own 24. Yeah, Miners was the one that ran that long touchdown run. They made sure that kick didn't go near him.
Hey, that's smart football.
The Chaps come out. Klubnik. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right. Miners back there with him to his right. And he will hand this to Miners. Miners runs off to the left. And he is ankle grabbed at about the line of scrimmage and brought down. Brought down by Cinque Williams. I hope I'm saying that first name right. If I am not, please message or leave us a comment and make sure I'm pronouncing some of these names correctly. Klubnik. Fake handoff, looks for a receiver, rolls to the right, looking, and he's going to try to keep this, and he is forced out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So that will bring up 3rd and 8 for the Chaparrals. So the Dragons holding here. Big play for the Chaps here. Four receivers set for Klubnik. He's going to go under center. Minor. Oh, no, he's going to back up in the shotgun. Miners to his left. Dragons threatening rush. Drops back to pass. Moves forward, has to throw it. Throws it in the middle of the field at the 40. Caught. And that is Keaton Quebec catching that at the 40-yard line. First down, Chaparrals.
Really nice catch there.
At the 40-yard line. Beautiful passing. So first and 10, Chaps, that got out of that sticky, that third and long situation. Klubnik. I don't know. Klubnik looks to the right, looks left, and gets in trouble, but he's going to keep it. Runs up to the left, picks up some yardage, gets up past midfield.
That guy was in the backfield really quick.
And he didn't slide. He went head first into there. Yard short of the first down, brings up 2nd and 1.
Logan Anderson.
It's awful close there. Klubnik in 1 yard. 2nd and 1. 3 receivers set, and he'll hand this off to Miners. Miners goes through the pile and just walks through it. And he lands at about the 43-yard line. We just had James Lott enter the booth. The man, the athlete, the legend.
Surrounded by royalty here.
Royalty is in the booth. Klubnik at a first down situation hands this off up the middle. And that is Gray Nakfor. That's a name. Nakfor picks up about 2. 2nd and 8. 3:54 left in the first quarter. Ball at the Dragon 43-yard line. Klubnik, 3 receivers set, 2 to the left. Drops back, looks to the right, throws. This is caught at about the 39.
He took his helmet
Michael
off.
Taff loses his helmet but gets the yardage.
He grabbed the most important thing, the ball.
Yeah, protected the ball. Hank with the gear. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Ball at the 39-yard line. Chaparral's moving here. Klubnik. 2 backs now behind him. That is Miners and Nakfor. 3 receivers set. And he will hand this off. Big hole through the right, all the way down. Nobody to catch him. And that is Nakfor. Touchdown, Westlake. Wow.
It's going to be a back and forth game.
Untouched, man. The way he walked through that, I mean, it's just like the last long run by Miners, but just a little bit shorter. But 3:07 left in the first quarter. So, Westlake answers back. Sayek to kick the extra point. That is through and good. We're tied up again at 14 here at AT&T Stadium. Real Sports Live will be right back, folks. Tied at 14. Stay with us.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is
back here at AT&T Stadium. tied up again. 14-14, 3:07 left in the first quarter. Westlake answered back quickly. We'd like to welcome our listeners from
Georgetown,
Canyon Lake,
Mission,
Texas, down in the valley. We're so happy you're
Billy,
joining us.
it was so good to see that guy. Hadn't seen him in a long time.
We will have some athletic royalty in this booth at halftime, folks, and we may get one of them on here.
And another one's coming with him, possibly, huh?
Yeah, and
wow,
the greats, James Lott and Willie Mack Garza, both in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, High School Hall of Fame.
Yes.
They will be in the booth at halftime. We'll see if we can get to both of them, if not one of them, on here.
At least one of them.
And we'll have a little chat with them, because these guys are legends in the state of Texas. 14-14, and this is what we expected.
Yeah, exactly right. I was about
and this
to say
is
that.
what we were really craving, a good, close matchup. And this one is not disappointing yet at all. Do you think the father and son have a cell phone in their pocket?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm
and
sure
they're texting each other and says, "I got you now."
In the media time out, they're texting each other. Imagine how mom feels.
Oh,
Holy,
boy.
Wow.
Decisions. Here we go as the Chaparrals prepare to kick this off back to the Dragons. Ball is away, way down. This will go at the back of the end zone. Touchback.
That last
Dragons
drive
will start again at their own 25.
That last drive for Westlake was 8 plays, 76 yards this time.
Wow. So we've had 75, 75, 76 on.
And 75. Yes.
Woo. Yeah, this is some high-powered offense right here, boy.
Last game, got to bring it all out.
As Ewers sets up with a back behind him, that is Allen. Third receiver set to his left, drops back to pass, looks to the right, throws, and that is a little bit high for Brady Boyd to get.
Need to be about 4 feet taller.
He would need a step ladder to catch that one, but so incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Dragons here. We've been waiting for a game like this all weekend. Exciting stuff. Both teams excellent here. Ewers puts a man in motion, and he will hand this off. And that is Boyd trying to get around to the right side, and he is stopped cold after about a yard. Brings up
Dickerson was in on that tackle.
3rd and 9 for the Dragons here. Clock continues to run. 2:40 left in this first quarter. Game tied up at 14. 3 receivers to the left of Ewers. 1 to the right. Allen to his right. Next to him, and Ewers gets swamped. Sack. And that will be 92. Nick Hogan and Cooper Ellis. Wow. Or I'm sorry, Braden Davis. They were in there and just surrounded Ewers. He had nowhere to go.
First punt of the night right here.
Loss of about 7. Close to it. 4th and 16. They'll punt this way. Punt is up. Nice high spiral. And this is down just around the 50-yard line, right on the big blue Dallas Cowboy star. And that is down at the Westlake 49-yard line. First and 10, Chaparrals. So they got a short field here.
Oh, yes.
There's not going to be any 75-yard runs from the 49. If there is, they're going the wrong way.
Not on this drive. Maybe side to side.
3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 backs. with Klubnik. I'm going to drop back to pass, looks to the right, throws out about the 46. And that is Miners hauling that one in. Gain of about 6, brings up 2nd and 4, now in Dragon territory at the 41-yard line. Four receiver set, 2 to each side. Miner to his right. The shotgun, Klubnik will keep this run off to the right. Big, nice little bit of room there on the right, and he gets up to about the 32. He gets up to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10.
Tackled by Max Reyes.
Wow, I mean, he sold that handoff, that fake real well, and then burned out to the right, and there was nobody out there. They actually had to close on him. 1st and 10, Westlake at the Dragon 32-yard line. Clock is on the move. This probably might be the last play of the first quarter. Klubnik will have to keep that, and he is ankle tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 2 yards. 2nd and 12.
Taken down by Travis Keener.
Ball on the 34.
Got that long blonde hair coming out of that.
I'm glad you're calling the defense there, because these big things, I'm trying to page through them and look at numbers. Thank you so much for that. Ryan is awesome at that. Klubnik, 4 receivers set, 2 to either side. Miner just to the right, and it looks like, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Tied up 14-14 here at the 6A Division I State Championship. Real Sports Live will be right back from AT&T Stadium for the start of the second quarter. Be right back, folks.
The pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium.
Hey, Billy, shout out to Glencoe, Minnesota.
Wow. Thanks for joining us here from super cold Minnesota, I bet, right about now.
I bet they're wearing a jacket.
Thanks for joining us here on Real Sports Live, bringing you the 6A Division I State Championship. Tied up at 14 here. Father and son head coaches going head-to-head against each other here, and they are battling this one. They have got, these kids are good. Giving some last-minute instructions. Be 2nd and 12. For the Chaparrals here.
You know, last week these two teams were underdogs in their game in the semifinals, and here they are. Matter of fact, I don't. Riley Dodge was out with COVID.
I don't see an underdog in this one. It's too even.
No.
Here come the Chaparrals. 2nd and 12. Ball is on the Dragon 34-yard line. Klubnik has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Miner just to his left, back in the backfield. Drops back to pass, looks to the left, then looks to the right, throws, caught by Miner. And he runs down the sideline and will get up to about the 25-yard line. Not enough for a first down. Brings up 3rd and 3. Miner was open in the flat there. Catches it. Runs out and is forced out of bounds at about the 25. Klubnik, 2 backs with him. 3 receivers set. Takes this, he'll keep it himself. Runs up the middle, big hole. Gets inside the 20 and is tackled around the 15-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark this at the 16.
That was number 4 Williams on the tackle.
And that will be a 1st and 10 for the Chaparrals at the Dragon 16-yard line. So Westlake threatening again. Receiver set. Klubnik will hand this. No, he'll keep it again. Runs around to the left and is tangled up. Tangled up with Josh Spaeth, who wrapped him up and brought him down after he gained about a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That was Kleiman that brought him down. That was good sportsmanship. He helped him right back up.
Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Klubnik throws this to the left, in the end zone, touchdown! Great pass to Jaden Greathouse in the corner of the end zone, all by his lonesome. So Westlake will take its first lead, I believe,
now
of the game.
Dragons are playing catch up now.
With 10:51 left in the first half. Here comes the extra point. It is away and good. Westlake jumps ahead 21-14 near the end of the first of the second quarter. 10:51 left in the first half here. From AT&T Stadium, this is Real Sports Live. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football, deeply rooted in all generations. Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, the Westlake Chaparrals move ahead 21-14 ahead of the Carroll Dragons. So Dad is ahead.
Got a lot of football left to go.
I wonder if Riley Dodge is over there on the other side texting Dad. Dad, you promised. This got to make for great conversation at home.
Well, now
on the holidays.
Now he's got his hands full, though. He's got his hands full now.
10:51 left in the first half here.
That last drive was 7 plays, 47 yards.
And the game is as exciting as we thought it would be, Ryan. The game is as exciting as we thought it would be.
Oh, yes.
And these two teams are really putting on a show. They are really putting on a show, and the crowd is loving this.
This crowd's getting their money's worth tonight.
State championship game. Father and son.
Historical.
Great athletes. Doesn't get better than this at AT&T Stadium.
Historical,
in
to say the
Arlington.
least. Save the best for last.
I guess so. as Westlake gets out here to kick this ball off. Back deep for the Dragons. Sinke Williams and Landon Sampson back inside the 10 and between the 10 and the 5. Barnett will kick this away, and he is now on the move. Ball is away. This is a long one. This is going to be way deep in the end zone. Touchback. And the Dragons have not been able to return a kick yet. It's been way back in the end zone. 1st and 10, Carroll Dragons at their own 25. They trail by a touchdown, but we have seen them work down the field and score. Dragons are the only ones that have it in punted. There's only been one punt.
That was the only turnover on downs, was punting.
And
one drive.
Here we go with Ewers, and he'll hand this off up to the right, but immediately grabbed. That is Allen running that, but he was immediately grabbed by Aiden Ponce. Drug him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play here. 2nd and 10 for the Dragons here. Ewers looks towards coaching staff to get some more info. 4 receiver set, trips to the right. Allen back there with him, takes the snap, looks to the right, scrambles out, rolls to the right, throws. This is caught at about the 33. And that is Brady Boyd catching that. And he is about 2 yards short of the first down. Brings up 3rd and 2 at their own 33-yard line. So it looks like Westlake likes the big long plays, and the Dragons are chewing up little bits of field.
Chewing up that field. Yeah.
Ewers, Allen back to his right. 3 receiver set.
There whistles. Got a timeout.
We have a timeout. Southlake Carroll. And we're going to take a short little break here and a message from the UIL.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, we're getting ready. Ewers gets his folks ready. 3 receiver set, 2 to the left. Allen makes a motion to the right, and he will hand this off to Allen. Allen hurdles a couple of down players and is very close to the first down. Let's see where they call this. I mean, it's right on the money. We'll see if they give it to him. He hurdled a downed player, and it looks like he made that first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Southlake Carroll
Billy,
Dragons.
I feel a review coming.
And yeah, Todd Dodge out there talking with the referee. And they will And they will review this. As we said earlier in earlier games, if you weren't with us before, the Texas State High School Championships is the only time they'll have review. It's the only time it is in place in Texas high school football is at the state championship level.
It's critical that they get the
It's a
calls
critical
right in the state championship.
It's a critical large game, obviously. So review takes place at the state championship games. They can review a play.
The replay
and
booth is just right up here next to our booth.
they show replays on this giant TV that I want. And he is close. That is awful close. Hurdles there. Ooh. And he might, that surge there. The end of that is not definitive from what we see.
Looks like he got across the line before he was met it there.
He had a force. He had 3 Westlake players pushing him down, and he was trying to turn, and his head and shoulders are across the line where the first down marker was, which is at the 45-yard line. Or no, I'm sorry, the 35-yard line. You can see his head and shoulders across that, but it is, I don't know what they're going to call on that.
Referees are about 1:50 into this, and they're having a hard time distinguishing how far he got past that line there. Or if he got
and
past
forward
that line.
motion, I don't know how far he got on forward motion because he was standing and he had 3 Westlake players trying to push him backwards. And usually if it's not definitive, it will not go on. But, I mean, you can see his head and shoulders. You cannot see the ball. They review these plays up here in the booth, just a couple of doors down from where Ryan and I are standing. And they speak with the head referee down on the field. And here
we go with the call.
The referee. And we'll see what is decided. And he did not get the first down. He's down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, referee kind of hesitated there for a minute.
It's a 4th and very slim 1 situation. Ball on the 34, 4th and 1. This is easy dive. They're going to go for this.
Quarterback sneak?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Allen's pretty good at jumping and moving. He had 3 players on him, and he was still pushing. 4 receiver set. Allen's right next to him. Gives over to his right. Ewers tries to make him jump. Cannot do it. Chaparral's not buying it. Stops and looks over to the sideline to get more info. Play clock at 3. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks, long pass down the field. This is caught at the 40-yard line. Wow, R.J. Maryland, long pass down the left side. He was covered. I mean, he was wearing Lucas Merrier like a shirt. And he catches that, hauls it in down at the Westlake 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Dragons. Ewers, 3 receiver set. He pitches this over to Allen to the left. Allen almost finds a hole and gets walloped by He's got 2 18s. It's either Ford Dickerson or Christian Edge.
Did you hear the crowd just then?
Yeah.
It sounded like they felt it.
Sorry. Excuse me. Talking's dry word. 4 receiver set, 2 to either side. Allen to his right. Ewers back to pass. Looks left. Runs up into pocket. And he's going to keep this and gets up past the 30. This looks like it'll pick up the first down, and it does. This will be 1st and 10 at the Westlake 30-yard line. Allen will take a handoff here, run up the middle. Like enough for about 3. 2nd and 7 ball up at the 27-yard line. 7:41 and ticking here in this first half. Westlake leading 21-14. Father leading son right now. Ewers takes the snap. Takes the handoff to Allen, runs off to the left, but is swamped around near the line of scrimmage. Got about 3 or 4 first contact there made by Lucas Murier. There will be no gain on that. 4th and 7 at the 27. For the Dragons. Pretty big play here. Ewers back to pass, throws way to the right, into the near the goal line, caught at the goal line as he was fighting with a Westlake player. Defender was on him, still hauls this in right at the goal line. Touchdown, Dragons. Wow.
Some beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass. And I mean, it was, that was a close call. It could have been either way pass interference, but he still caught it. No flags. Extra point is away, and we're tied again at 21. With 6:44 left in this first half, Real Sports Live from AT&T Stadium. Please stay with us, folks. This is going to get crazy. We'll see you back in just a few seconds.
University that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, tied up again at 21. With 6:44 left in the first half, the Dragons quarterback Ewers, who is an Ohio State commit, is now 11 of 13 for 193 yards already. Wow.
It's just the first, saving us.
And we still got 6:44 left in the first half.
It's crazy.
These kids on both sides.
And Boyd has 132 yards receiving on 6 catches.
That is amazing. This is the game we've been waiting for this weekend. 6A Division I State Championship. And this is what the state championships are always about. 2 good teams battling out for the ultimate state prize.
Take home the hardware.
The ring and the trophy. It is something special because it is so hard to achieve in Texas high school football. It is one of the hardest things to do to get to this place for the state title. As McFadden will get out here and kick this ball away. He sends it down. And that is in the middle of the end zone. Touchback. 1st and 10, Westlake at their own 25-yard line. 6:44 left in the half. Tied at 21. Ryan, if it stays like this through this whole game, we did bring the Tums.
What?
If it stays like this throughout the game, we did bring the Tums, the antacid, right?
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I think it's a pretty big bottle too, isn't it?
Here we go as Klubnik gets out here. Back with him, 4 receiver set, drops back to pass. He only keeps it, runs up the middle, picks up quite a chunk of yardage here. Looks like he gets up to about close to the 35, and that's where they're going to mark it, at the 35-yard line. That is awful close to a first down, and it is a first down. Oh, no. Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
Moving them.
Klubnik acted like he was going to throw, and the defense almost came to a halt, and then he just took off right up the middle. Klubnik, Minor back there with him. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, and he will hand this off to Minor. Minor makes it up close to the 40, picks up a couple yards here.
They're not letting him get too far anymore.
3 yards, 2nd and 7. But his speed and everything, if he ever gets out, he's got wheels. 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line for Westlake here. 4 receivers set, 2 to either side. And he will throw this to the left. This is caught at about the 43. And that is Jaden Greathouse, and Greathouse takes it across the 50 into Dragon territory. 1st and 10 Westlake at the Dragon 46-yard line. 5:35 and counting here till the half. Westlake trying to get down to score before the end of the half. So Nick has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Throws this to Minor in the backfield. He runs out to the right, and he gets up to just past the line of scrimmage and is leveled. Flags fly.
That was number 24, Max Reyes, on that hit.
Illegal contact block against Westlake. That was a huge block in front of the run, and that's where it was.
Right there.
Right there.
Oh, that was
big
not good.
hit right in front of the run. And
Right
looks
in front
like
of the referee.
Close head-to-head, and they really batten down on that rule.
Yeah, it's for the
So
safety
it will
of the
be
players.
2nd and 25, way back at their own 39-yard line. That is a huge penalty with 5:05 and counting left in this first half. So Klubnik's got a whole lot of real estate to cover here. And they do have the personnel. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left. 3 backs with him. He backs up, looks to the left, throws. This is caught by Minor at the 42. Still on his feet, gets up past the midfield and is brought down close there. They're going to mark this at the 47-yard line.
We got an injury.
And that brings up a 2nd and 11. And we have a timeout here. And we are going to take a break as well here at Real Sports Live. Join us back AT&T Stadium, 21-21. Tie game, 6A Division I State Championship. Stay with us, folks.
Visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, we are tied up at 21, and it has been back and forth, Ryan, for this father-son matchup. And they have got some warriors out here playing a heck of a game of football.
Both of these teams have storied programs. I mean, what a great place to meet right here in the AT&T Stadium.
They have got the stuff to be here, I will tell you that. 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line of the Dragons. Klubnik takes this fake handoff, looks to pass down the middle, open at about the 23, still on his feet, gets down to the 15. That is Michael Taff. He gets down to the 14-yard line.
Got a flag down also.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Oh, that coming back.
Will sting a little bit. So that gain way up there will come all the way back. Ooh. That's 2 big penalties against Westlake there. That is really hindering them. They are making some big plays, but penalties are hurting. And this goes even further back. That will brings up second and 16. Back at the 45. Klubnik had to keep that, runs to the left, and he'll pick up a yard or 2 there. Brings up. He had to keep that. Grabs a couple of little marks. 3rd and 15 at the 50-yard line, or the 49. Coming back to pass, looking left, throws way down the field, caught at the 14-yard line by Jaden Greathouse, and he is inside the 5. Wow! No flags. So it'll be 1st and goal for Westlake at the 4.
That was a great catch.
I mean, he had a defender right on his heels.
He had
catches that about the 15, and
Avion Jones was right on him.
Gets about another 11 yards. 1st and goal here. Klubnik runs out to the right and is going to throw into the end zone. Caught, and that is a touchdown. Caught right there next to the line is Keaton Quebec, who hauls that in, keeps both feet in bounds, and falls outside.
Some laundry on the field.
And we have a flag on the other side of the end zone. See what the call is. An eligible receiver downfield on Westlake. Wow, that is 3. Killer.
Could have been downfield much. They were far away.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of field, but 4 yards. But, I mean, eligible downfield is downfield. So this ball will be called back down to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9. 2:45 left in this first half. Westlake will try it again. Nick takes the snap, hands this off up the middle. That is, let's see who, and that is Gray Neckfer trying to run up the middle. He's wrapped up. He gets a yard, so brings up 2nd and goal from the 8. Clock continues to run. 2:25 right now. Klubnik trying to work this out here. In the huddle, gives them the plan. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right. puts Knightford in motion.
We got a timeout.
And we have a timeout. And we will have a media timeout here. So we will return, tied at 21. Westlake trying to get this in there. They can just keep the yellow flags away. Real Sports Live will be right back from AT&T. Stay with us.
Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you forever.
Okay, here we go. AT&T Stadium. The Westlake Chaparrals will try this again. 2nd and goal from the 8. Klubnik sends a man in motion all the way to the right. 3 receivers there. He'll roll to the right in the end zone. Wide open right at the goal line was Luke Nichols, but had to dive down to try to catch that. It was a real low pass and was unable to haul that one in. He was diving and it hit him right in the bread basket, but he just couldn't get his hands down there before he hit the ground and ball pops out. Incomplete. Will bring up 3rd and goal from the 8. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Minor in the backfield there with Klubnik. 2:03 left in this first half, and we have another timeout by Westlake. We will stay here on this timeout. And it's an error, man. I mean, 3 huge penalties slow Westlake down, but they're determined.
Yeah, Westlake has 4 penalties for 28 yards.
I mean, they are determined.
They
got pushed way back in their own territory, then blasted down inside the 10, inside the 5, throw a touchdown pass, get called back. But they are really determined. And the Dragons are working their tail end off to curtail it. This is Texas high school at its football at its best. Exciting, riveting, tied up at 21 in the state championship game. Father and son are the head coaches, and they are looking across the field at each other. They're tied up at 21 here.
A chess match.
It is something else. Okay, 4 receivers set. Klubnik in the shotgun and has Minor to his left. Back to pass, throws it into the middle of the end zone. That is nearly intercepted. There is a flag down right where the ball fell. I don't know. There was a crowd right there, that ball. The defensive pass interference on the Dragons, so Westlake gets a ray of sunshine here. So it'll be automatic 1st and goal from the 2.
They called that pass interference on Williams, but it didn't look like he touched him.
I don't know. There was a lot of people there, bodies
and the
there.
Fans are letting them know it.
And you can hear the crowd's displeasure. Klubnik, 2 backs with him. 3 receivers set here. Takes the snap, hands this off. No, he keeps it, runs around to the right, and is stopped. Before he could get to the line of scrimmage, looks like he made it to the line of scrimmage.
That was number 4 again, Williams.
No, he picks up a yard. They move this to the 1-yard line. Klubnik able to get forward progression. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams picked him up and brought him back.
I mean, the Dragons were in there and had a hold of him and tried to get him back. Klubnik. 2 receivers to the left, takes the snap, keeps it again, runs to the right, and he will waltz in unmolested. Touchdown, Westlake, with 1:12 left in the first half.
Wow. 10 plays, 75 yards.
Woo! With a lot of penalties dragging them back.
A lot of penalties bringing them back.
Like a lead ball to your leg, trying to get that down the field. Comes the extra point try. It is up and it is good. That is Tom Barnett kicking that through. Westlake in the lead again, 28-21 with 1:12 left in the first half here at AT&T Stadium. Real Sports Live. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
7 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, getting ready for the last minute and 12 seconds of the first half here. Westlake jumping ahead 28-21 now over the Carroll Dragons. Father gets back in the lead. You know these guys are eating this up. They can brag. One of us is bringing the championship home.
Oh man, yeah, it's hardware for the
Keeping
mantle.
it in the family here, at least. Barnett set to kick this off. It is up and away, deep into the end zone. That will be a touchback. 1st and 10 Dragons at their own 25-yard line. Minute 12, that can, in this type of game, that is an eternity.
All right.
Dragons are perfectly capable of traveling this 75 yards into that end zone.
I've seen miracles happen in a minute and 12.
We have to keep going back to that game, don't we?
I'm just pointing it out.
4 receiver set, trips to the right. Ewers back to pass, looks, has to scramble to the left, and he will keep this, and he is forced out of bounds, but after he picks up a first down, and that also stops the clock. 1st and 10, Dragons at their own 47. Minute 5 left in this first half. Dragons put this in. They can tie it up before the half. Ewers, 2 receivers to the right, puts a man in motion. Now there's 3. Drops back the pass, looks left, throws down the middle, wide open at about the 45-yard line. Wow, they're trying to strip that ball, but he is already down. That was Keaton Quebec himself. As Lucas Mirror was back at quarterback and throws that to Quebec. First down. Big pass, way down, and it's a little bit of head. Oh, and there's no. That is ahead of R.J. Maryland. Too far for him to catch. He was right inside the 5. Heck of a pass there by Ewers. And I was looking on the wrong deal again. Only get 1 per game. And that's it. I can't do that again.
That's your one.
Pardon me, folks. That is the last one of the season I can have. So Ewers, with Allen back behind him and to his right, has a 4-receiver set here. 2nd and 10. Back at the 41. And Ewers looking for a target, runs to the right, and he has to throw this away. So that will bring up 3rd and 10 with 29 seconds left on the clock.
I'm sweating up here.
This is like a nervous time. We're sitting here just, our eyes are huge, and we're trying to, wow. 29 seconds left, and we know the capability. We've seen the capability already in this first half of these two teams, and they are scoring machines.
Can you imagine what the second half is going to bring?
Oof. And Westlake will receive the second half kickoff.
Folks, you want to stay tuned.
So Dragons need a score here, and we have a timeout called by the Dragons. We are going to stick with it with this last 29 seconds. But you come my way yesterday. We started off with, Alito, and then we had Ryan in the evening, and then we had this morning, or 1 o'clock today, which was another big game, and that was the 6A Division II, and Katy coming out with a huge win there.
The Katy Tigers.
All 3 games were lopsided, not unlike some of the 1A through 4A games, which a lot of them were decided by 1 point.
Well, we saw history yesterday when Alito got their 10th state championship.
Now, but the thing about it is, all we've heard around the media area and from some of the fans is, wow, these games are just, they're running away with them. And they wanted excitement. Well, they are getting it. Now, 28-21 Westlake leads with 29 seconds left in the first half. Dragons, 3rd and 10, and they are on the Westlake 41-yard line. They've had a couple of strikes down there. Ewers has thrown a couple of balls down deep. Here he is with 3 receivers out to the left, Allen to his right, and we have a timeout called by Westlake. Boy, they don't want this first half to end.
It's a chess match, I tell you.
It's dad and son trying to spook each other.
Well, I think that was our last timeout.
I got a timeout left too.
Actually, hey, Westlake has 1 more.
They want to waste everything until it's nothing but zeros except for the score on that scoreboard. Wow. This is the game that is so fun to call. We so appreciate you joining us. Glad to be here. Thank you to our sponsors and advertisers for letting us come up here and cover state championship weekend for 5
Couldn't do it without you.
And if you would like to advertise, please give us a call. We'll get you on. We cover basketball, baseball, and lots of other high school sports around the state. We will be covering state championships of all sports pretty much. Going to try to anyway. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Ewers sends a man to the left. That means trips to the left. He backs up the pass. Throws way off to the left, and he just got there. This is intercepted at the 15-yard line. He had to get rid of that. He was under pressure, so it wasn't the throw he wanted. Didn't get the strength in it. And that is intercepted.
Got a flag down, though, in the backfield.
Trying to see them. Okay. And that was intercepted by Michael Taff down at the 15. So, but the refs are talking, there is a flag back here at the 45-yard line. Officials are talking this over. This could be huge.
Yeah, very well could be.
Personal foul, unnecessary. This will be after place, a dead ball. against Westlake. It will be Westlake's ball.
He did say
And
after
this
the play.
ball is moved back. It was intercepted down at the 15. This is inside the 10 now with the penalty. So it will be 1st and 10. Ball is on the 8-yard line. 20 seconds left in the first half here.
Well, they could just
I think
need
they're
to go
going to
to
let this burn out.
Go ahead and go to the locker
because
room.
they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Unless they try something big.
Klubnik will take this snap, hand it off. No, he keeps it. Nope, he did hand it off. He fooled us both on that one. And that is Minor running off to the right, and he gets up
Looks
close
like it's
to
going to let the time run out.
looks like to the 7-yard line, and it's 6 seconds, and they're going to let this go into halftime. Folks, this is it. 6A Division I state championship. Austin Westlake Chaparrals 28, Southlake Carroll Dragons 21 at the half. We're going to take a little break and be right back here in just a few and talk about some of these stats. Maybe have a couple of special guests for you. We will see. We will be back in just a few minutes as we take a little break here, and we will be right back and talk about some of the stuff that's happening here. Exciting. Be right back from AT&T.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry. in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium as the Austin Westlake Chaparrals lead 28-21 over the Carroll Dragons. And what a game, Ryan. This thing has gone bananas.
Halftime stats here, Billy.
All right.
Westlake has 170 yards rushing. Southlake Carroll has 35 yards rushing.
A lot of bomb ride. I guess the passing is going to tell a different story.
Receiving yards, Westlake has 127. Dragons have 215. And
wow.
If you look at the individual stats, you got Klubnik with 127 yards, 8 of 9 passing. And Ewers,
all right,
with the Dragons has 17 attempts with 12 completions, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns with 1 interception. So the stats.
The longest was a 49-yarder by Ewers there.
Boyd
wow.
has 8 receptions, 132
and that
yards.
was to Boyd. I mean, the air game is what's doing it here. I mean, yeah, the running game is working here and there, but, I mean, the passing attack by both of these teams, folks, this is like the bombing campaign in World War II. The ball has spent more time in the air than in somebody's hands.
And most of the time they're starting on their own 25-yard line also.
Right. The kickers have been putting it in the end zone. I think we've only had 1 return so far in the game. We talked about this game coming into this weekend while we were driving up here to Arlington, and everybody dubbed this the Dodge Bowl. You have Todd Dodge, the head coach of Austin Westlake, and then you have Riley Dodge, his son, coaching Southlake Carroll. And we tried to do some research on this, and we still really don't know, but we do believe this is the first time this has ever happened at the state championship game.
Well, I believe Todd Dodge has about 4 championships under his belt.
Yeah, they both of these teams have had a great history of going to the state championship games. And this past year, even with everything, they have dominated through their season and the playoffs to get here. And to get here is tough, but to play this tight, we don't know what's going to happen. Westlake will get the ball in the second half. They lead by 1 touchdown. And with adjustments, you don't know where anything can go here.
Right.
There's just no way. I guarantee you there's a lot Buddha could make a prediction on this. You just don't know. I mean, the past 3 games we've done yesterday and today, the score started to spread right at this point, right before half or just after the half.
It just blew open.
And would blow open. I mean, the deficit would just mount up. I mean, the spread. But here we are in a good close game, 6A Division I state title game. And father and son are giving everybody in this giant facility a heck of a show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what they came here to see, is a good show.
Real Sports Live, we are so happy you're here to join us. Happy we got you all on here. Please comment. Tell us where you're at and where you're listening from. It's time to give you a shout out. We got about 11 minutes and 20 seconds. I wish we would have we had a couple of legends in here just a few seconds ago when we started back on the air. Willie Mack Garza and James Lott, both members of the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame, both track stars.
Matter of fact, James Lott still holds the state record in high jump.
Still owns a record in the high jump.
He's a scout now.
These guys are legends both graduating from Refugio High School, but they are well known, played for Texas. They both went to UT in Austin and dominated the sports there.
Absolutely.
James Lott became a scout. He was an excellent football player for Texas. And Willie Mack has gone on to become a defensive backs coach. And he is.
Matter of fact, I believe James Lott is actually in the Texas Sports Hall of Fame at University of Texas.
Right, he is. He is. Well, it's like the Hall of Honor for UT.
Right.
And they are both legends, and we were going to try to get one of them on here and talk to him about this game, especially James Lott, because he is a talent scout for football and colleges, and I wanted to get his insight on what he's seeing here, because he is a genius at telling what's happening on a football field. And we have a couple of kickers out here kicking the ball for the Dragons. I'm sure they're warming up for a purpose that may come down to their legs.
It could.
You know.
I think it's going to
We will see what we will see. And we're going to take a couple of minutes break here and then come back and talk about this season and some things coming up on Real Sports Live. We will be back in just a couple of minutes. Real Sports Live from AT&T. 28-21. Westlake leads.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back here to AT&T Stadium, Real Sports Live. We are so happy you're here experiencing this audio broadcast of this outstanding final game of the season, the 6A Division I state championship game between Austin Westlake and Southlake Carroll. Austin Westlake leads 28-21. They will be receiving the ball in the second half. And we have some of the Southlake Carroll kickers out here. They are practicing field goals. And Ryan, it may come down to that. As close as this game is, anything can happen.
Well, during warm-ups, they were kicking 50-yard field goals.
Westlake getting this ball, you know, we've seen their high-powered offense score from big already tonight, but it looks like the Dragons defense is really working. Now, there's been a few penalties out there that have really hurt the Chaparrals. I'm sure the adjustments there is they got to watch that. And the Dragons really have to make a stop here.
It's crucial. They need to force a punt, get the ball back.
To get and not get behind by 2 scores.
I don't think these are the teams you want to get 2 scores behind on.
No. You don't want to let either team get away. Father and son coaches do not want either dad or son to get away. Special game here. The final championship game of the season, 6A Division 1. And the Chaparrals are coming out onto the field to warm up for the second half. And Ryan, what do you expect? Do you expect this to stay like this, back and forth?
I expect it to keep going back and forth.
Or do you think one of these teams will start to pull away a little?
No, neither coach has forced his hand yet, so I still think we got some good football to see.
Well, I think this is more to this rivalry. Of course, you have father and son across the field from each other, running these fine programs. And these kids, these are some really good athletes on both of these teams. They have shown us stuff, and jaw-dropping stuff. Ewers now is what? How many yards passing?
Which one? Which quarterback?
Ewers?
Ewers has 215 yards passing.
And that is amazing. Committed to Ohio State. So I'm sure we will be seeing him more.
Sounds like he's got a bright future ahead of him.
So about 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the halftime here. As we said, Westlake will get the ball to begin the second half. They lead by a touchdown.
Can you imagine what Mom's thinking in the stands?
I know, right?
She's probably sitting on the edge of her chair.
I'm going to take this moment right now to talk a little bit about something coming up with Rio Sports Live. As you know, we cover other sports, but for the football season, we want you to look out on RioSportsLive.com, Facebook, and YouTube for a full package highlight of the entire football season from all over Valley, Coastal Bend, and everything we have covered all the way up to these state championships. We are going to make a highlight package, and we will be releasing that soon. Keep an eye out for it. Rio Sports Live wants to show
that's going to be
what
fun.
We have seen all year long as we bring these games to you, the fans, during this COVID crisis.
Free of charge.
And yes, that won't cost a thing, but you can watch the whole package. We've got some new exciting things coming for Real Sports Live. Joe Bowling, if you want to advertise, please call him and advertise so we can cover more of these sports. That's how we can cover these and put them out there for the fan to watch for nothing. And during this pandemic, it is essential
and
for some of these people to support these kids. Please.
Supports the kids.
If you want to keep seeing it, advertise or sponsor or donate to Real Sports Live. You can contact our phone number and our Facebook page. Place there. Please give us a contact. Contact us. We will even make commercials if you have a business. So we can keep doing this through the rest of this pandemic. It is essential because a lot of people aren't able to go see their grandkids, but they can sit at home and watch them play or listen to them play just like here. A lot of people wishing that we could show them this game, but Fox Sports has the exclusive rights. We would just love to show this game, but audio is the way we have to go here, and some people can't get the video, from Fox Sports, so that's why we have these other mediums, so you can come and join us and listen to the game. we get excited during games like this, and we just have a ball. Dragons now out on the field, and they will be set to kick this off. We're going to take a quick break and listen to a message from the UIL.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Texas. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium as we get ready to start the second half of play here. Austin Westlake leading the Southlake Carroll Dragons 28-21 here. The Chaparrals will get the ball to start this second half, barring an onside kick. It's a little bit of trickery. We have seen that already today.
Yes, we have.
And like I said, this is the state championships. These teams are trying to go for it all. These two teams are no exception.
Someone may be listening from England.
So we welcome a listener from England.
Across the pond.
That is awesome. We're so glad you're here to join us here at Real Sports Live for Texas High School 6A Division I State Championship. Final game of the season here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's an outstanding facility. They have the Ring of Honor, the museum. They have a huge museum here.
Great place to play football.
Food galore.
The staff's been perfect.
And there is not a bad place in this stadium. You can be anywhere and you can see the entire field. They have a giant TV screen hanging above the ceiling that is retractable. And I want my TV that size.
Well,
you watch movies on that and blow you through the wall.
You're going to need about 7 jobs.
Yeah, it's a couple of $1 million TV.
Yeah, a few million.
So, Dragons getting set to kick this away. This will be Joe McFadden kicking this away. Down deep is Minor Company. A deep kick way to the right. This is caught in the end zone and kneeled down. That was Michael Taft. And that will bring it out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Westlake. Beginning of the third quarter here. And the Dragons have to make a stop here to keep it close.
What kind of adjustments they've made.
And they have been working the past few Westlake series. The Dragons have been in the midst. Klubnik, 2 backs with him, 3 receivers set to the right. And he will throw this to the right. This is wide open, caught at the 30. That is Taft back there. And we got some extracurricular activity, but slow that down. And Taft will get up past the 40. 1st down, Westlake at their own 41-yard line. Beautiful pass. He was all by himself over there, way over to the right. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left. Minor and Nakfor back there with Klubnik. Minor goes in motion to the left. Klubnik will keep this, runs to the left, runs way out by the sideline, turns upfield, and he's by himself all the way down to 30, 20, and he gets knocked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Wow, that could have been a touchdown if it were not for him trying to see his number there.
It was the quarterback.
And was it your? And that is a run by Jaden Greathouse. Touchdown, Westlake.
No, got a flag.
And there is a flag on the play. This has been the thorn. And then it's on the offense, and this one will be called back. That's 2 touchdowns. Wow.
Billy, I keep hitting that highlight button and it just gets taken away.
They just cannot get loose from the briars of those yellow flags. So that will move them back. It'll be 1st and 15, back at the 20. Klubnik and company pulls his backs up close to the right. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right. Klubnik sends one out, takes it, will run it to the left, finds a hole, and picks up a few yards, and I think he is back. Flag down on the play. False start on Westlake, so it will go back even further. Westlake has really been, on the past 2 series, been pulled back away from the red zone by penalties. It's really become a thorn in their side. Late 28-21. Goes back to the 25-yard line now. 1st and 20 for Westlake. 2 receivers to the left. Fakes handoff, is going to throw, looks to the right, throws wide open at the 16-yard line. And that is caught by Michael Taff, who has been a workhorse receiver here for Westlake. And he gets up. It looks like 10, 12 yards. He gets 2nd and 8. At the 13-yard line, Klubnik. Miner on his left, 2 receivers to either side. He'll throw this quick right out to the right. This is caught at the line of scrimmage. And that is Luke Niklos. And he picks up a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7 situation. A big 3rd down here. I mean, even if the Dragons can hold them to a field goal.
They're 4 for 4 on 3rd down.
So Dragons are going to have to do something right here to make a stop. 3rd and long. Klubnik. Miner to his right. 2 receivers to either side. Klubnik drops back to pass. Throws to the left. This is caught inside the 10. Gets inside the 5. Ball looked like it tried to come loose, but that is Greathouse. Greathouse. Take that inside down at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Clock down to 9:20 in this 3rd quarter. The lead. What do you think, Miner or Knackfer here?
Oh, it's Miner, of course.
Hand it to Knackfer. Knackfer runs to the right and dives in. Touchdown. Bouncing into the end zone for the Chaparrals. No flags. This one will stand. Into boot, extra point, and up and through. Westlake Chaparrals lead 35-21 over the Carroll Dragons. 9:10 left in the 3rd quarter. Real Sports Live will be right back here from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry. In service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, as the Chaps ready to kick this back to the Dragons. They lead 35-21 with 9:10 left in the third quarter here. Kick is away, and this one will be into the end zone. Caught, and they are going to bring this out. And that is Cinque Williams bringing it out of the end zone, and he gets up to about the 9 before he is stopped. First and 10, Dragons on their own 9-yard line. I'd like to welcome some of our listeners from Chicago, Illinois.
And Billy, I just learned on this chat here that this screen in front of us costs $40 million. I'm going to have to call Jerry and
We're going to have to call Jerry and
he
confirm
can loan
that.
me about $40 million.
I've got his number right here on speed dial.
You have an AT&T phone,
Here we
right?
go, Ubers. Keeps it, runs around. It looked like that whole play was in slow motion. Nobody was running at full speed in that one. I don't know what happened. They thought maybe that a whistle had blown or something, but both teams slowed down. So yours picks up a few yards here, picks up about 7 yards. Rough collision there for the quarterback. Clock continues to stay down at 8:30. 2nd and 3
That's
at
a
the
whistle.
16. Now there's a flag in the air. That was a loud whistle. False start on the Dragons here. That'll pull them back closer. At least that doesn't pull them all the way back to their original line of scrimmage. So it will turn out to be 3rd and 8. Or 2nd and 8. Back at the 11-yard line. Ewers sends a guy in motion. 2 receivers to the right. 1 back there. That's Allen. Ewers drops back to pass. Looks, throws to the right. High but intercepted. Wow, high jumping. And that is Michael Taft jumping. Good gosh, looked like about 20 feet in the air to grab that pass. He had a wide open receiver, and looked like it was high enough to get to him. Taft jumps clear.
One-handed, Billy.
Huh?
One-handed.
One-handed there.
Oh, that was great. Great catch.
Watch that in the highlights this evening. Wow. Intended target was Brady Boyd, and it looked high enough.
What a highlight.
Taffy was like, I mean, God, it looked like a Michael Jordan leap to intercept that ball. 1st and 10 at the 25 for Westlake, and a big run around by Minor to the right side, down the line, down to the 10-yard line. And Westlake looking to try to pull away here. Good blocking for him on that one. So brings up 1st and goal from the 10, or from the 9. And he hands this off to Knackfor. Knackfor bears through. And down at the 9. 2nd and goal from the 9 now. So here comes Ewers. Oh, I'm sorry, not Ewers, Klubnik. Minor, Knackfor on either side of him. And He hands this off. Looks like to Minor. Minor gets inside the 5. This will be third and goal from the 4. The Miners in NAC4 have been the running horses tonight, and I've also caught a few passes from Klubnik. Klubnik now with a 3-receiver set, looking to pull away even more. He will keep this, runs out to the left, tries to circle in, and he does. Touchdown, Westlake, with 6:48 left in the 3rd. No flags.
Yeah, we had a flag on offsides. They declined it.
Yeah, there was a flag on offsides on the Dragons. They declined that. Touchdown stands. And now they are 20 points ahead. After this, they'll be 21 points ahead, maybe. And oh, very low. Looked like that kind of was kicked, went low, but it did get over the crossbar. So now Westlake extends their lead 42-21 here in the 3rd quarter. 6:48 left in that 3rd quarter. Real Sports Live will be right back here at AT&T Stadium. See if the Dragons can answer back. Stay with us.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest foot.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. Would like to welcome some of our listeners from abroad here.
Worldwide.
We got somebody watching from Russia. Also, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and from Oviedo, Spain.
Real Sports Live.
Dragon fan.
Real Sports Live is going worldwide.
we are so happy for you to join us here at Real Sports Live. Enjoy this 6A Division I state championship game here from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Father and son going head-to-head, and Dad is pulling away. 42-21. 6:48 left, and the Chaparrals are ready to kick this away to the Dragons. Way down by the 5-yard line, way on the other side of the field there. Kick, that's a low trajectory, but it bounces in through the end zone. And that will be a touchback. 1st and 10 Dragons at their own 25. And wow, it's a final matchup. We're so happy you're here joining us on Real Sports Live. We are happy to bring these sports. We've had a bunch of listeners from quite a few places this season. Even New Zealand. We're so happy you're here joining us here to listen to the game. Ryan and I.
Billy, I got another fact on that screen.
My TV, you mean?
The TV there.
I got the check right here.
The $40 million it costs to put that in is more than the building of the old Texas Stadium.
Wow.
So we want to thank you for that bit of trivia.
Like I said, we'll have to call Jerry Jones and verify.
Chris Dooley sent that piece of trivia.
He has to show us his book.
Hey, he's going to need to be audited probably
by the Loop and Real Sports Live.
Jerry, if you're listening, hey, cut us a check. Just make it out to cash. It would be all right.
Well, we are having a great time here. Westlake pulling away 42-21. Here in the 3rd quarter. Still a lot of football left here. We have seen the Dragons really pull off some really long scoring jaunts.
It looks like
so can Riley Dodge
folks
lead his youthful Warriors down the field once more?
The folks here at AT&T Stadium have got the camera in the crowd. I'll tell you what, Billy, they do a good job of keeping fans engaged here at this stadium.
Usually when we're out there doing live video, back at the beginning of the season, we always tried to keep that. The fans are what makes this happen, and you listening on here right now, you're the reason we do this. We love bringing sports to your home when you can't make it to the games. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. This will be a handoff to the right side. Ball kind of jumped out. I think he was already down. And that was Landon Sampson there, yeah. But he was already down.
That was close. That was close.
Really close. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 27. Ewers drops back to pass, looks, throws this way out to the left. And that looks like Sampson again on that pass play, and he catches it near midfield. Matter of fact, in Chaparral territory now, 1st and 10, Dragons at the Westlake 48-yard line. Heck of a pass play from Ewers to Sampson there. 6 minutes and counting left in the 3rd quarter. Ewers puts a man in motion to have 3 receivers on his right. Allen off to his left. He'll drop back to pass, looks to the right, throws. This is incomplete. Hit the ground first, the line referee there says. That intended for Brady Boyd. Good try for the catch there. But ref says it bounced off the ground. Right through his hands. See the replay on the screen, right through his hands onto the turf. So that will bring up 2nd and 10. Ball at the Westlake 48-yard line. 2 receivers off to the right. Allen just off to his left. Takes the snap, drops back the pass. Looks to the left, throws this. Oh, caught! And they are going to call that an incomplete pass. It looked like he caught it, and the ball came flying out of his hands and went out of bounds. So the ref is going, I guess he didn't have full control of it as it was knocked out. Oh, yeah. Went right through his hands and then knocked out by the defender, which was Michael Taff, who has been busy tonight. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Dragons. Big play here for Southlake Carroll. Ewers back with him. 4 receiver set, trips to the right. Back to pass. Ewers throws to the right. This is caught right close to the 38-yard line, or the 42-yard line. That is Sampson again hauling that in. We're going to call this at the 41-yard line. 4th and 3 from the 41. Have to go for this.
Oh, you have to.
5:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
Nothing to lose.
You have to score 3 times to catch good old Pops, who has pulled away here in the 3rd quarter. We have a timeout on the field. We will take a break as well. 5:30 left. Westlake leading 42-21. We'll be right back from AT&T in just a moment.
Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, still at a timeout. Ryan and I don't get to take the TV home.
No, he said he couldn't part with that.
Yeah, so Jerry Jones is sending us home with 2 plastic replicas of AT&T Stadium filled with popcorn. Oh, and by the way, those weren't really free. He took $10 from us. So we do get that.
You know, on the inside of that bucket of popcorn,
we can just imagine that there's a big giant screen in there and that popcorn somewhere.
Well, there is a football field in there.
Yeah, at the bottom there is a football field, but we don't get the big screen. Of course, if they put it in there, it'd be smaller than my flip phone. Okay, back here we go. 4th and 3. Big play here for the Dragons. Ewers has receivers all the way to the right. He'll roll to the right, throws to the left. Oh, wide open, but way over the top of R.J. Maryland. R.J. Maryland was by himself on the left side of the field. Nothing but him, no other jerseys around of any color. So the ball will go over on downs to the chaparrals. And somebody must have said something on the comments funny. Ryan is just
I'm just
cracking
I'm just thinking about whenever you said Jerry Jones took that $10 from us.
Well,
he didn't blink an eye.
He's got to pay for the electricity for that big TV. So Klubnik takes the snap, throws out to the left. That is caught.
That TV up there. Another fun fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one. I almost made the mistake again. That was Newton Nicholas catching that.
Another fun fact on that TV.
It's about 5 yards. Be 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
We'll get to that fun fact just a second.
Yeah. Well,
that's a good one.
Got a game here, man. Uh-oh. We have a handoff to Gray Nakfor. Nakfor goes through the pile and hurdles another tackler and is finally brought down at about the 40-yard line.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
Look at that. Hurdles over him. Wow. That'll be in the highlight package as well. He is finally brought down by Josh Spaeth. 1st and 10, Westlake. Ball is at the 40-yard line. We're going to take a pause here. We have an injury on the field, but they are moving. He is walking off the field under his own power now. And we will not have to break for that because we're going to get right back into this. 1st and 10 at the Dragons' 40-yard line. So Westlake moving again. And we're so excited, man. This game was hot. And now it looks like Westlake may try to pull away even further. We'll see. Kubrick will hand that off. And that is Minor. Minor runs around to the right sideline, turns it upfield, eludes a tackler, and gets inside the 25.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, did he step? He stepped out of bounds back at the 30. But still, it's a first down for Westlake. 1st and 10 down to the 29. Sorry about that. He is at the 29. Kublik, 3 receivers set, 2 to the left. Minor and Nakfor on either side of him. He will hand this off to Nakfor. Nakfor will get about 2 yards out of that. Bring up 2nd and 8. 4:36 left in the third quarter here. 3 receiver set now, 2 to the right. Kubik runs around to the right, throws. This is caught on the very edge of the sideline. This is caught in bounds near the 20. And that was caught by that was Luke Nicholas. How he caught that and just stepped out after the catch. So it'll be 3rd and 2 from the 21 for Westlake here. Kublik makes his head, throws out to the left. catch. And that is Luke Nicholas again, off to the left side. He gets it close to the 10-yard line. And very close to the 10. I think they're going to put this on the 10. So that will bring up 1st and goal from the 10 for the Chaparrals. Dad's making a statement here, Ryan. Third receiver set, 2 to the right. Will keep this, runs the right to the right, and is nabbed just after crossing the line of scrimmage. I think he gets about a yard, and he is wrapped up and taken down by Alan Kleiman. One of those is right, I hope.
That Thanksgiving table, he's going to say, pass the hardware.
Christmas is going to be rough at the Dodge family. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 7. Klubnik. Here he looks over to the sideline. Some tutelage from the sideline. McFleur off to his right, fakes the handoff, throws it into the end zone. This is going to be tough coverage, but knocked away in the end zone. Knocked away by Evian Jones. Knocked that away from Greathouse. So that'd be incomplete in the end zone. Great play there by Evian Jones. Brings up 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down here for the Dragons. Oh! And Klubnik is sacked. Sacked by Logan Anderson, who broke through the line and caught him way back behind. The ball is now close to the 20.
It's like Westlake's line just collapsed there.
I mean, it just collapsed, and I mean, there's nothing but green. Anderson was the first one there. Wrapped Klubnik up, and they're going to go for a field goal here. Looks like about 35-yarder. 4th down. That is up. And it is good. So the Dragons hold the Chaparrals to a field goal. Score now 45-21 with 2:14 left in the 3rd quarter here. Real Sports Live will be right back here for this, the final championship game of the season, Texas football. Stay with us, folks.
It offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Back here at AT&T Stadium. As the Westlake band is playing right underneath our feet. They're right below us. And the sound comes right up underneath our feet. We can feel the vibration. Booth right above Westlake band. Westlake leads 45-21, 2:14 left in this 3rd quarter. Dragons holding the Chaparrals to a field goal in that last one. Still plenty of time here for the Dragons to mount a comeback. Bet you the Dragons are wishing some of those nasty, thorny yellow flags would come out when Westlake gets down deep again.
I tell you.
Westlake has behaved itself the last series.
Westlake has 7 penalties, 45 yards.
And that was really pulled back 2 touchdowns for the. They would be 2 touchdowns more. Dragons spread out their receiving core for this kickoff. Back deep for the Dragons. Landon Sampson and Brady Boyd back at around the 5-yard line. Charlie Barnett will come out here and boot this thing. He sets way back up, almost 15 yards back, and then he kicks it. This is high. And is almost fielded. He did grab it. And that ball rolls into the end zone. Looked like he was going to try to jump on it to stop it right there.
He tried to dive for it, and he touched him and went past him. Went through the end zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Dragons at their own 25. Ball went right underneath him. If he'd have touched that, well, it would have been disastrous again for the Dragons, because that would have been a safety. Trips to the left, and now he's sending one receiver to the right, but he will hand this off to Allen. Allen goes up the middle, gets beyond the 30. Allen there taking that up the middle. Takes it about 6 yards. He brings up 2nd and 4. Ball on the 31-yard line. 1 minute 47 seconds and counting in the 3rd quarter. High pass. This is caught way down into Westlake territory. That is Brady Boyd hauling that pass in. And it'll be 1st and 10, Dragons at the Westlake 29-yard line. Dragons clawing their way back. Pass straight down the middle on this one. It goes towards the end zone. It's a little bit too far from anybody. The intended target was R.J. Maryland, but the ball was way, way in front of him. So that will be incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. As we sit at 1:16 left in the 3rd quarter here. Dragons trying to get this down and score. Ewers sends a man in motion. 2 receivers to the left. Drops back the pass, looking, gets in a little trouble, but throws this away down to the left side. That is Carson Kruver, and they're pressuring Ewers to get rid of that. Brings up a 3rd and 10 at the 29-yard line. 3rd and long here is big 3rd down for the Dragons. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Allen to his left and behind him. Now he's straight to his left. Ewers takes the snap, drops back. There is a flag close to the line. High pass. There's nobody in the end zone, way ahead of R.J. Maryland, but the flag is right there at the line. False start on the Dragons, so this will back it up. So they will now have a 3rd and even longer situation. 1:05. Not many ticks off the clock there. Just like the clock. Did the clock even go? 1 second. Really? Ewers. 4 receivers set, 2 to either side. Allen by his side in the backfield. Takes the snap, looks, throws this out to Allen at the 40. And he will be drugged down. He only picks up a few. Looks like maybe just 1. I don't know what the thinking there was there on a 3rd and long. Now it is 4th and 14 at the 33. And and they put 3 receivers out to the right. They are going to have to go for this. Ewers back in the shotgun, takes the snap back to pass, looking right, looking left, and he had to get rid of that. And the ball will go over on downs to the Chaparrals. They will take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. So Dragons make 2 runs and are unable to capitalize on taking up a great bit of the field to get down there. But Chaparral's defense covers all the receivers. And we have Klubnik with Miner to his side. 4 receivers set. He will hand this to Miner. Miner runs into the middle, dances to the left and right. He'll pick up a few yards out of this. Looks like about 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6 at the 37. Real Sports Live.
Into the 3rd quarter.
Covering high school sports. And that will end the 3rd quarter here. As Austin Westlake leads Southlake Carroll 45-21. We will be right back from AT&T Stadium for the start of the last 12 minutes of high school football this season. We'll be right back.
San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. Austin Westlake leading Southlake Carroll 45-21. 12 minutes left of Texas high school football for this season. 2020 season, we're in 2021, but the COVID has really wrought havoc on all of high school football this season. That's why we're running so late here, having state championships in January. 5A, 6A had to start in October, and they normally start late August, early September. 2nd and 6 at the 37. For Westlake at their own 37. Real Sports Live, we're so happy that so many of you are joining us here. It has been our extreme pleasure bringing you sports all over Texas high school. As you know, a lot of you cannot go out to all these games, limited capacity, and we're quarantined. Happy to bring this to you. Okay. Klubnik takes the snap and will hand this off. That is Miner. Miners trumps up about a couple of yards there. Brings up 3rd and 5 from the 38. Their own 38. 4 receivers set, 2 to each side. Nick back there. Miners off to his right. Nick back to pass, throws into the middle of the field, caught just beyond the 45-yard line. And that is Michael Taft. He has been a workhorse for this Westlake offense in this first half, I'm telling you.
They picked up what they needed, moving the change.
Bring up a first down. And about the 46. They put it on the 47. First and 10, Westlake. Clock is running, 10:50 and counting. 4 receivers set, 2 to either side, and he will hand this off. No, he keeps it. Klubnik runs out to the left side, down the sideline, still out. Flag down, but he is still in bounds. Touchdown, Klubnik. But there is a flag back down by the 40. And we will see what this flag is about and if this touchdown stands or not.
Are you holding?
Holding on the offense. So guess what?
Coming back.
That is 3 touchdowns by the Chaparrals that have been called back because of penalties.
It's amazing.
Wow. But you know what? These boys are not showing any tiredness at all.
Oh, no.
No hands on hips. They are still just as energized.
Well, the referees
you
and the
hear
fans.
some displeasure from the crowd here.
The referees in the stands are showing some displeasure.
So it remains 1st and 7. Was that 1st and 7? Yeah, it is. And Klubnik will keep that and run off to the left again, but he has green jersey company, so he will not get that long run he just did on that one. Picks up a few yards, brings up 2nd and 3. Down at the 46-yard line. The Dragon 46-yard line, so they have moved over midfield. Klubnik. 2 trusty running backs on either side of him. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right. He will hand this off to Miners. Miners runs off the right tackle and plows for another first down. Down about the 39. Carroll 39-yard line. Is this where this ball will lie? 9:46 and counting. In this game, Westlake in no rush. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left. Klubnik will hand this off. That is Miners running off to the left down to the sideline. He gets hit and out of bounds at the 30. Not enough for the first down there. 1 yard left on that one. Miners walk off. Looks like maybe a little stinger on his right side. He's okay. And the media commercial guy got nailed on the sideline. He is up and good though. Toughness runs in AT&T Stadium.
Absolutely.
45-21, 9:22 left to play. 2nd and 1 for the Chaparrals here. Dragons have to absolutely stop them from scoring here. But I've also got to get the ball back. Still a chance here. You don't never say never in high school football. Pass to the left. That is caught. And down the sideline, Michael Taff will go. And he will pick up the first down to the 22-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to mark this, and that's where they do. Let's step out of bounds to the clock. We'll stop at 9:13. Klubnik sends 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. One back with him, fakes the mat, throws out to the left. This is caught at inside the 10. That is caught by Jaden Greathouse. Down to the 5-yard line. That will bring up 1st and goal for Westlake at the 5. And Ryan with the clock running at 9:03, down at 9 minutes and running. I believe if Westlake scores this, it's going to be really hard.
It'll be tough to come back.
For Junior to come back. We will see here. Klubnik has his 2 running backs on either side. 2 receivers to the right. He's going to call a time. Klubnik calls a timeout. And we will take a short break ourselves from AT&T. 45-21, Westlake leading. Real Sports Live will be right back.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. We have a question by one of our listeners here. Where is San Benito? Well, that is pretty much the home, if not very, very close, the home of Real Sports Live, and San Benito is down
deep south
the valley,
Texas.
down near Brownsville.
Oh yeah,
it's between
home of
Harlingen
Freddie
and
Fender.
Brownsville. So really a nice little town. I've been to a few karate tournaments down there. So Nick will bring this up. And Ryan, I think we're going to see Klubnik keep this. He has been running wild and rampant for short yardage to the right and left.
He's got Minor in the backfield, though.
He got Minor, and not just Minor, but you also have Nakfur back there, and Nakfur has been gaining great a bit of real estate in this game as well. 8:35 left to play here in Arlington. And I got to tell you, folks, championship weekend, you cannot beat it in this stadium. Texas High School State Football Championships have been super this year. 1A through 4A, there were 4 games that were only decided by 1 point. Klubnik will hand this off. Up the middle is Nakfur, and he will score. Touchdown, Westlake. With 8:29 left to play, there are no flags. Without this extra point, there is 30 points difference here. Barnett will kick this up, and that is through. Now it is 31 points. 52-21. Austin Westlake leads Southlake Carroll in the 6A Division I State Championship here in Arlington. And we will take a short break and be right back. 8:29 left to play here. Join us back with that.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, we got another listener. We don't know where this is at, but he is listening from Steven's mom's house. We don't know exactly where Steven's mom lives, but thank you for joining us here on Real Sports Live as the Chaparrals attempt will kick this back over to the Dragons. Kick way down the field. That will into the end zone, touchback. 1st and 10 Dragons at their own 25.
I have another question on a chat here. Is 21 points the most Westlake allowed this year? Yes, it is. Last week, North Shore scored 21 points.
It was the last week. Matter of fact, semifinal matchup, North Shore scored 21. And Westlake only pulled away 24-21, the closest
2 weeks
game
in
of
a
the year
row
for them. Thanks for that question. Thanks for listening. We are so happy y'all are here. And here we go. As Ewers will take the snap, looks for a pass, receiver throws to the right. This is caught at about the 27. And that is Brady Boyd catching that and running out of bounds. It looks like about the 27. 2nd and 8. Short pass there. Trips to the left. Ewers takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to the left, throws. This is caught right at the 34-yard line, and that is Boyd again, and he will jump out of bounds at the 41. 8:13 left on the clock. Clock stops because he goes out of bounds. So the younger Boyd looking to close this gap.
With that pass there, Ewers has gone over 300 yards passing.
10, yeah. Ewers drops back to pass, looks downfield, gets in a little trouble, has to get away, but is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He tried to get away there, but he could not get away from Nick Hogan, who brings him down behind the line of scrimmage. It brings up 2nd and 11 back at the 40-yard line. So Ewers try this again. 4 receivers set 2 to either side. Allen back there to his side. Ewers takes a snap, drops back to pass, looks to the left, throws out to the left. This is caught by Allen at the line of scrimmage, and he picks up maybe 2. And these short passes ain't going to help much. Brings up 3rd and 9. 7:09 and counting left to play here. And the 6A Division I state championship. Allen on the move, in motion out to the left side. Ewers looks to throw and is in trouble again, but gets away, drops the ball and has to fall on it all the way up to the 45. Well, I got up to the 44. And Westlake is not letting up on the pressure here on Ewers.
He didn't drop the ball.
He tripped. It looked like he had dropped it and tried to get over.
Turf monster got him.
He was running away from us, but trips to the right, 1 to the left. Ewers takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to the left, throws to the left, in coverage. This is caught at the 35-yard line, all the way down to the 25. Westlake's 25. It looks like some of the Westlake players trying to strip that ball. But that is R.J. Maryland, and he had a grip. That ball was not coming out of there. First and 10 Dragons at the Chaparral 25-yard line. First and 10. 5:40 and counting on the clock. Ewers back to pass, and he is swallowed in the backfield. And there's a flag down. This might make a difference here. 34. Christine Fournier there with half that sack. I didn't see the number on the other kid, but they brought him down behind the line, way back by the 30. But there's a flag that came out right where they had brought him down. Personal foul face mask, that is going to be against Westlake, and that will get the Dragons closer to the end zone. Automatic first down. It will be first and 10 from the 13-yard line. Here we go here as Ewers looks to the sideline for a little tutelage. Extra play maybe. Throw this one. He will hand this off to Allen. Allen up the middle, but Allen will just make the 10, it looks like. So that will bring up second and 8 at the 10. Ewers. Oh, surely no. Here, Ewers back in the shotgun, puts a man in motion. Snap comes, drops back to pass, throws to the left into the end zone. That is caught in the corner of the end zone by R.J. Maryland. Touchdown, Dragons. 4:25 left to play here. Deep in the corner there. He was lofted up just right where he would be the only one that
looks like they're going for 2.
And it looks like they are going to go for 2. The younger Dodd said, we will not let you walk too far away.
Austin Westlake takes a timeout.
Timeout for Westlake. And we'll take a little break here ourselves. Be right back. 4:25 left to play. 52-27 right now before the extra point. Westlake leads. Be right back.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, I'd like to thank some of our listeners. We got a listener in Oakland, California, and Paradise, Texas. Where is Paradise?
It's in
I
Texas.
need to go there. So it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Ewers rolls to the right, look, tosses it in the end zone, and that is incomplete. Broken up in the end zone by Bo Brethard. There is a flag down back at the 15, and that looks like it's going to get declined. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. The officials are going to talk this over. I don't know. It may be against. If it is against Westlake, they'll get to try that again. Referee talking it over. with
A listener from
Todd
Santa
Dodge.
Rosa, California.
Huh?
We have a listener from Santa Rosa, California also.
We really are happy that you're here with us at Rio Sports Live, listening to the 6A Division I State Championship. Austin Westlake versus Southlake Carroll. Father and son are head coaches of each team in head-to-head here. And right now, Dad is in the lead, 52-27 with 4:25. Here comes the call. Wow. That was a personal foul on Austin Westlake, and they are going to enforce that on the kickoff, so the two-point conversion will not stand. Actually, R.J. Maryland catching that touchdown in the corner there. I mean, it was like a square foot that he kept his feet in to make that touchdown. So the score stands 52-27. 4:25 left to play here in Arlington at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. And this is one big stadium. My first time here 12 years ago, I got lost in here for almost 3 hours. I did find the museum that day. How many times have you been here, Ryan, covering football?
Oh,
not watching the Cowboys, coming
since
to cover high school.
2011. It's my first trip here. Several years.
I have. Let's see. My first time here was that first championship game, 2011, same time. So we've pretty much been here the same amount. Of course, I've had a few other games besides Refugio here to cover.
I enjoy the trip coming up here.
I've watched a couple of Cowboys games here. It's a great place also. The staff here is second to none. They have been so awesome to us. So is the staff of the UIL. They've been really great.
I bet it'd be funny to watch a movie here, too.
We'll ask them that next championship season. We'll come back next year. We'll bring some DVDs and Blu-rays.
Hey, you know, and you get a bucket of popcorn.
At least we could borrow it for a few minutes.
A stadium bucket of popcorn.
And this is definitely going to be an onside kick by the Dragons here. Bounces across. I don't know if that's going to travel 10 yards. Scramble for the ball. And did it travel 10 yards?
Got it.
The Dragons recover it. And the Dragons do recover the onside kick. 1st and 10, Dragons. This ball will be placed at the Westlake 35-yard line. 4:25 left to play.
25 points down with 4:25
So
to
Riley
go.
Dodge takes a gamble on a onside, and they get it. He's really wanting to close this gap a bit. It wasn't. Ewers throws right down. Now this is almost
interference.
Wow, almost intercepted, but flags came from every direction. There's going to be an interference call here.
Sampson was held up by the defender.
Uh-oh. It's going to be defensive pass interference. That will help the Dragons move closer and get a first down. That will be way down inside. Looks like Sampson. Oh, yeah. He had a whole handful of jersey. He wasn't letting him go nowhere. Sampson was still running, but his feet were slipping. He couldn't go nowhere. 1st and 10 at the 18 for the Dragons here. Ewers takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to the right. Gets in trouble, scrambles to the right, in trouble, throws. And that is actually caught, but like way off the field. complete to Brady Board, but outside of the field there, so that will be incomplete.
Well, he was being chased there with that big lineman.
Yeah, he was trying to get away from his defender there. But he did catch the pass outside of the field, way off the sideline there. But that don't count. 4:10 left to play here. As the Dragons line up here, trips to the right for Ewers. And Allen back into his left. And he's going to hand this to Allen. Allen runs, hits the pile. Looks like the Westlake defense was intent on, well, they just surrounded him and brought him down. He just picked up a few yards. Should be 3rd and 7 at the 16-yard line. 3:42 and counting. Dragons. Ewers takes the snap, drop back the pass, looks to the right, throws, and we have some more contact, and the flag comes out. Intended for Boyd there, and he was held up again in the end zone. This looks like it's going to be another defensive pass interference on Westlake.
It'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, yeah, this will be way up there. Pass interference. That will be on the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the Dragons at the 1. 3:26 left on the clock. They trail 52-27 here. Oh, yeah. It's like hold still. And here we go. They set up way to the right hash here. Ewers puts a man in motion. One receiver out to the left. Ewers throws. This is way ahead of Allen in the end zone. Oh, no, that's not Allen. That is Owen Ozer. Ozer? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. And Ewers was pressured again there. And I mean pressured, because Christian Fournier was right in his face when he threw that. 2nd and goal from the rollout, and touchdown for Owen Allen, who takes it on in with 3:14 left to play. And I would say another 2-point conversion attempt is a coming. Nope, they're going to kick the extra point here. That is McFadden out there. He's going to boot this. Kick is up, and that is through. Good. So Young Dodge closes the gap on Father across the field there. 52-34, Westlake in the lead here. 3:14 left to play. We'll be back right here at AT&T Stadium, probably for another onside kick. Ryan, we'll be right back.
Free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the
back here at AT&T Stadium. We are probably going to see another onside kick by the Dragons here. 3:14 left, and Ryan and I were just saying there's a break. 52-34. We have seen teams come back in that amount of time. 3 minutes is an eternity in high school football. We have actually seen comebacks at a deficit like this in shorter amounts of time. You don't count anything out in high school football. You just don't do it. We have seen fans leave, and it turns around in a minute.
Stand outside watching from the fence.
And here we go with the onside. It is kicked. It bounces out, and it might have been recovered again.
No, Westlake got it.
No, it looks like Westlake fell on it. It did get loose. The Dragons did have a chance for it. And yeah, it bounced back out, and it did bounce into the hands of a Dragon, but bounced right back out. Wow, how close was that?
Almost.
Chaparrals will have it 1st and 10. Right out at the 49-yard line, their own 49. Or no, I'm sorry, the Dragon 49. This will be a handoff.
I'm gonna run the clock down.
Southlake will hand this off. We'll see who. And that is Miners. St. Myers running that. Picks up about a yard, maybe 2, 2nd and 8. No, they're going to call it 2nd and 9. That's what they're calling it here. Nick he's going to hand this off. Up the middle, bounces out is Nakfor. Nakfor runs a little bit to the left, picks up another 2 yards. 2nd and 7, or 3rd and 7. We will have a timeout by the Dragons. We will take a small break here too. Real Sports Live. We'll be back for the rest of this game.
28 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Real Sports Live back here at AT&T Stadium. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Westlake leads Carroll 52-34. Westlake now has a 3rd 7 situation at the Dragon 46. Real Sports Live, we were so happy you were able to join us, and we are so happy for our sponsors allowing us and helping us to get up here and do this. And here we go as the Chaparrals line up. Nick has 1 back with him, 3 set receivers, 2 to the left. Dragons showing, running up to the line, and Nick will take a 1-second breather there and then get back in the set. He will keep this himself. Runs off left side there. Picks up a yard. Brings up 4th. And looks like maybe 6 yards. 2:24 left. So the Dragons will get this back. If Westlake doesn't go for it and pick this up. The Dragons are determined to stop them.
Yeah, about 5 yards to make the line of scrimmage, the 1st down.
Guess Riley Dodge doesn't want Dad to have too many distance bragging rights. Summer. I got to tell you, Ryan, these 2 teams have battled. It has been a football game, believe it or not. It looked like Westlake was going to run right away with this, and then all of a sudden the Dragons come pouring back.
Carroll's not going to give up that easy.
No. They're going to close this gap. Heck of a game here. 2:24 left to go as Westlake is going to take some time here.
Got a flag down.
Punt this, and this will probably be delayed.
Delay a game.
Delay a game because the clock was already down to 0 before the ball was even snapped. It'll be 4th and 10. They're going to punt this. They were going to punt it then, but now they have more field to work with on the punt. 2:16 on the clock. Catch us all year round. We got some basketball games coming. And a couple at night, I think. Baseball's coming. Real Sports Live will be bringing it to you. You can watch those games on YouTube. Comes the punt, and this is a high punt. This is fielded at about the 25 by Boyd. And that's where they will start from. 1st and 10 Dragons. Sorry, folks. It has been a long day.
See what Riley Dodge calls up here.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for the Dragons here. And they got some different personnel. Nope, that's Quinn Ewers out there quarterbacking, and Allen next to him. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to the right, throws.
There's nobody home.
And he had a receiver over there, but it was way too far away. That will fall incomplete. Intended for Owen Ozer over there on the right. So that will be incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Dragons. 2:10 left on the clock in this final game of the season, Texas high school football. Ewers to the side. Triplets to the right, one receiver to the left. Takes the snap, looks to the right, and he will rush to the right, throws, and in coverage, and that will be incomplete. Intended for Boyd, right around the 31-yard line. This brings up 3rd and 10. (52-34). It's not as big as a gap as most of the games we've seen this weekend. Ewers takes the snap, drops back, triplets to the right. He throws to the right. This is caught at about the 26. And that is Boyd, and he is rolled up by Lucas Murr. Brings up 4th and about 8 on the 26-yard line. Ewers drops back to pass, looks, and is hit from behind. That will be a sack. And that will be Ethan Burke and Braden Davis. And Braden Davis nailing from behind, and that is a loss, big loss. And the ball will be turned over 1st and 10 for the Chaparrals, and they will have 1st and 10 at the Dragon 20-yard line. Minute 27. We will see if
Colson kneel the ball down.
Hobbs will kneel the ball down here, or he will. I think that's what's going to happen. Nick.
I'll tell you
what. He will kneel this down. And he will have
Todd Dodge is a wonderful coach.
One more kneel down, and that should do it.
That's it.
For the Dodge Bowl here from AT&T Stadium, two father and son coaches, and you can tell they have done one heck of a job with these two teams. They fought it tooth and nail. And one more kneel down. To Nick, and that will be it. And that kneels down. So, Westlake, Austin Westlake Chaparrals will win the 2020 6A Division I state championship. And that will be their second in a row. Winning last year. Father and son meet in the middle of the... No. Thought the young one, helmet's flying over there. Looks like the Dodgers will actually come out and see each other as the Chaparrals celebrate. Now a good mob here.
Get ready to hit the button.
And the two Dodgers meet and hug. Father and son, who have done a great job with these two teams. And that will end the 2020 Texas high school football season. What a season to deal with COVID and everything else.
Summer workouts, 2-a-days to a 4-month layoff.
Oh, I know. It's been crazy. Games missed, 3-week gaps in the season.
Crazy season.
And we're going to take a short break here, and we're going to come back. Ryan and I are going to have a little talk here. If you would like to stay with us, we're going to have some remembrances here for this season. So we'll be right back in just a few seconds.
I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, Westlake Chaparrals taking home the title. 52-34 over Southlake Carroll. And Ryan has got some stats over here that have come to us.
Pull up the team stats here.
What stands out?
Team stats, we have Westlake taking the rushing yardage 295 to 50. And we have Southlake Carroll taking receiving stats 351 to 220.
And we'll also see, we'll get to here in just a second, we will crown the defensive and offensive MVPs for the Chaparrals. Who's your pick for offense?
Offensive MVP, I'm going to go with Minor.
You're going to go with who?
Miners.
Miners? I don't know. I have to go with Michael Taft, man. Michael Taft was a beast out there tonight.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see.
What about defense?
We're about to find out. Defense is first. I'm going to have to go with, let's see here. Taft will be my defensive MVP.
Yeah, he was there for intercepted a couple. Even returned it in. Yeah, I would. Either way, he could get the MVP either way. If I had to put him on defense.
Individual stats. We have Klubnik, 18 of 20 passing, 220 yards. Ewers passing, 23 of 39, 351 yards. Boyd on the Dragons team, Boyd was the leading receiver, 190 yards.
You're good.
And on Chaparral's team,
well,
we have Great House with 103 yards.
The stats did reflect the game here. So that does it for the 2020 season in 2021.
Yes. We're having the awards now.
So defensive MVP is about to be crowned. And And that will go to Michael Taft, as the defensive
MVP.
MVPs. So you were correct there. And you think Minor will take the offensive MVP.
Miners will take the offensive
Yeah,
MVP.
it was a workhorse tonight as well.
135 yards rushing on 12 attempts.
And how many pass yards? I know he's caught a few passes tonight.
Pass yards, he has 29 passing yards, or receiving yards.
And here comes the offensive MVP for Westlake, and we'll see if we're correct here.
Klubnik.
No, it'd be Klubnik, the quarterback,
offensive MVP.
who threw a long ways. I bet you he threw for 40 miles tonight.
220 yards. Not quite 40 yards, or 40 miles.
Well, folks, we really appreciate y'all coming on and listening to us this weekend, championship weekend. 2 games yesterday, 2 games today. And our sponsors for helping us get up here to do this and bring these games to you guys. And Ryan, we have to thank Joe Bowling for letting us do what we love in covering high school football. Now it's on the basketball and stuff, but football is our real passion.
Right, and let me tell you something, Billy. Joe Bowling is a class act. He has a vision, and this vision is to bring these games to your household free of charge.
Yeah, no charging schools, no charging fans.
No charging the schools.
And a lot of the fans really like that because a lot of grandparents can't travel a lot to see their grandkids play.
Because of COVID, correct.
And we thank Joe for everything during this football season. We're looking forward to more sports coming up soon. We will have a full year package of highlights from the season coming up soon. Stay tuned to Real Sports Live on the Facebook page and YouTube.
And all the sponsors.
Thanks for the sponsors. And if you'd like to sponsor more and help us keep covering these games, please give us a call.
But you also got to thank the fans that are listening.
Oh, yes. From all over the world, we've had fans listening to us. It has been a wonderful football season. We've had a lot of good fans.
The trivia that's been brought up tonight, that was fun, right?
Yeah, that was fun. We're going to keep on doing it with basketball and stuff like that. But we thank you guys for joining us here tonight. And that will about do it for the state championships at AT&T Stadium.
Trophies are about to be awarded.
For Billy Swinney. Thank you so much, Ryan, for hanging with me during the football season here. It's been
Thanks
great.
for having me along.
And we will see you at a basketball game here coming to you soon.
Thank you, folks.
Good night, everyone, from Arlington, Texas.